Hey guys, it's Terry. Welcome back to my channel, Southernyankee Beauty. I'm a little sweaty because I thought to myself, okay, I'm going to do this video intro and outro outside because it's beautiful outside, and it is. However, okay, let me first tell you what the video is about. I have the new I Need a Warm by Natasha Denona, and I've been using it, and I want to give you my thoughts, and I have some looks to show you. So I came out here and I was like, oh, we'll swatch it outside so you can get sunlight swatches. It'll be great. It is later in the day. If I have anything on me anywhere, it's because in a minute I'm going to show you what I just went through. So I come out here and I have an egg chair on my deck, and my deck has slats. It's wooden, it's a wooden front porch. So I was getting up and I had the palette and wipes so I could clean off my swatches. I had the palette sitting on the egg chair. When I got off the egg chair, it slipped off the cushion and fell, and almost all of the shadows came out. All of them, except one, stayed on top of the slats. One of them fell all the way through. And I have lattice that is like nailed in, white lattice underneath it, and a big, huge hydrangea bush. So first, I try a stick, and I get a stick and I wrap it with tape. I'm like, maybe I could poke it somehow, get it. I'm thinking this probably is gonna work, but we're gonna try. So that did not work. The stick was too thick and the slat wasn't big enough. So all of these are magnetic, and you can pop them out and move them. The problem is when they fall, they'll go everywhere. And none of them broke, but this one was still underneath my deck. And we have snakes, we have black snakes, and we have copperheads, so like I'm scared. And I go through the pinky winky side, and I take my stick and I start pulling it because I can see it, and it's a beautiful shade, and I'm pulling it closer to me, but I can't get the lattice. I'm like, okay, my hands are really little. I have like baby girl hands. Like I always have to get special wrists, so I literally stuck my hand through and pulled. Once I pulled it close enough, and I got it. So I have all the shades and none are broke, but oh my God, hang on, here comes that footage. Okay, so trying to get in here, this plant is my Pinky Winky, and it is huge, and right now I'm looking for it, trying to find where it is. It's actually a little further behind the plant, so I'm going to have to crawl back there, and I have to be careful, make sure that there is no snakes, and but I think I found it, so I'm moving over to the right location now, and in a second, I find it. Maybe a couple seconds, hold on. Okay, so that was fun. Now I'm sweaty. I think I have all of them back in the right spot. I'm gonna roll up my arm here. We are gonna do swatches. Leave it to me to have a day like this. Actually, I've had a good day. It's just right now. You are going to hear some of that. That's part of, living here, and it is after 5 and people are starting to come home from work. So I do apologize for that noise. I do have a microphone, and it's dead. It's just my luck today, but I want to get this up for you. I don't want to wait anymore. So we're going to go get into it. So what I'm going to do first is, first of all, let me show you this beautiful palette. So she had come out with the I Need a Nude, which I have, and that's a great palette too. That is more cool toned. Okay, this one is supposed to be more warm toned, and it has a lot of beautiful finishes. What I'm going to do is swatch it, and then I'll do just some b-roll of the swatches on my arm, and as I'm doing that, I'll kind of point out each swatch and show you ragweed season, excuse me. and I'll tell you which formula it is, or I'll put it on the screen or something, or I'll put her swatches on the screen or something. Well, we're going to show you so you know, because I do think that there's a duochrome in here, multi-chrome right here, but then this shade there's something special about, which I'll talk to you about that when I swatch it. We're gonna have to go inside. Hold on. Okay, the lighting's better in here anyway. I was able to put my light on, and all right, messed up my pedicure getting that shadow. I also messed up a new pair of like kitten heel shoes that I have to now clean because there's mud on them. But you know what? I don't care because I got the shadow, and I don't know if I could have ordered like another just single shadow of one that, I don't know. Can you do that with Natasha Denona? I'll have to look. I have no idea, but lordy. Okay, now let's show you the shadows a little bit better. Here we go. Now I've used it at this point. The one that got, this was the one that I had to go hunting for and find, because that's the one that got stuck underneath. I hope I have all these in the right spot. I'll double check that, but I think I do. The front row all stayed in. It was these ones that all fell out. So, and of course it's dirty, but you do get a nice mirror, and you always know with Natasha Denona, the formula is amazing. She just does such a great job with her formulas, but she has changed some. So we're gonna start off left to right, and we'll start off here. This one is Soft Spot. I'm gonna hold them up to you as well. I'm gonna put them on my hand, but I'll hold them up too. Soft Spot, then we have Fancy, then we have Mellow, and then I'll get to the other one. So these are the first three here. Soft Spot. This one is Fancy. And then we have Mellow, which is a very, and we'll see if it shows up. Yeah, it's a light like peach. I will say that her shadows do show up a little bit darker in person on your eye than what you're seeing in here. I just want to give you guys good swatches here, and I'm gonna bring these in because that second one is really reflective and beautiful. That is Fancy. So those are your first three, okay? And let me get my wipes ready over here. Now, because now we're going, I didn't want to use the pinky for the duochrome because I've got the tiniest little pinky fingers, and they always make fun of me. Well, they don't make fun of me, but oh, and I messed up my fingernail pedicure. I just put like a pretty, like, I don't even know if you can really see it, but it's like a, I don't know, like a glossy shade on my hands, and it messed that up. I have to fix that now too. But when I get my nails done, when I actually go to get gels or something on my nails, they're always like, oh, your finger too tiny, you're too tiny. Like, I know, whatever. Okay, so this one is Phenomena. This is the duochrome, very pretty. Then we have another peach, but it's darker right here, and this one is called Ripe, okay? So here they are. This is Phenomena and Ripe. Isn't that beautiful? And then we have Ripe, which is another peach, but it is a darker peach. And there we go, okay? Next row, we're in row 2, we have Elm, the one that just took off and decided, I don't want to be in the palette anymore. I'm going to do my own thing now. You would have died out there, Elm. You would have died. All right, so we have Elm. Beautiful and creamy though. Ooh, okay. Then we have Snug, another one, super creamy and beautiful. I love it. And then we have Vim, which is like a darker, I would say medium. I wouldn't say it's not the darkest in the palette. It's like a medium brown, but leaning, certainly leaning darker. Okay, so here we go. We have Elm, the Runaway. And then we have Snug, beautiful, kind of like a coppery rose gold. And then we have Vim. I should probably make these a little bit more like this for you. Okay, anyway, I didn't make that any better, but man, that Vim shade sucks. Hold on. I'm just not having a good swatching party right now, Taddy. As good as it's gonna get. Okay, anyway, there they are. Elm, Snug, and Vim, okay? Along with the others. Really pretty so far. Next up, we have Push. which looks a lot like Snug when they fall out, but this one is more coppery, okay? And we have Fervor. These are the last two on the top row. Really pretty.
Goodbye.
Oh, and then Fervor. If you heard somebody say goodbye, that is my, one of my electronics, because I wasn't using it. Okay. Fervor is fabulous as a transition in the crease shade, not a transition shade, like a crease shade. I've been using that quite a bit. Okay. Next, we're going to go into the last one, but let me let my puppies in. Also, side note, I love when my kitties lay like that, where they're like upside down on their head. She's just the cutest. That's Gizzy, by the way. She's deaf and she's got cerebral hyperplasia, so she is a CH kitty. If you don't know what that means, she was a wild cat born outside. We thought she had a neurological disease because she would run and fall and run and fall. And it turns out mommy, you know, who was feral, wasn't vaccinated, and that is why she ended up this way. Not the deaf part, but it's very common for cats that have cerebral hyperplasia to also be deaf, and I knew within days she was deaf. Because you got two big dogs barking and there's no ear perking and no response to it. You can turn water on, blow dry around her, and she don't know. She just, you know, she can't hear nothing. And so she is basically as a wobble head. She's like, you know, her wobbles and when she walks and stuff, and she can't jump really well. She has to use her claws. She's got to stay inside. She would have died outside. And because she is a special kitty, we kept her. So we've had her a few years now. All right, friends, going into Pep, which is the darkest in here, and it works really nicely. And then we have Homie. I wonder where these names came from. Then we have Hanker and Dynamism, which is what I'm wearing today on my eyes. Okay, so there is the 4, and then there's one more, which is good that it's last, because I do want to talk with you about that one. It's a little different. Okay, so that one is Pep. This is a good one. It doesn't swatch great. I mean, swatch is okay, but it's beautiful. This one is Homie. Beautiful. And then this one that I have on is Dynamism. I thought this was going to be a lot darker, but it actually has quite a bit of light in it when you swatch it. You could use this all over the eye, and it would actually, I think, surprise you that it's got a lot of reflectivity. Okay, then, oh, I'm sorry, that's Hanker. That's Hanker. Right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is the one I was talking about that I have on my eye. This is Dynamisms. This was Hanker. That is not the one I'm talking. It's pretty, but that's not the one. It's this one here. That has a lot of light in it that I used all over. Looks different. It actually looks different in the pan too. So there are those 4. And then there's the one more shade, and that is Flashover. That's a, I think it's her like cream to powder, but it is different. So let me just swatch it, and I don't know how it swatches. I've used it. It feels wet, okay? And this is also one that's really nice for the outer corner, but it's like a cream wet to powder, and she's had this formula before, but there's something different. I think she's reformulated it, which she does. This formula, I like a whole lot better. I don't know if it's going to, it's so much easier to blend than the cream to matte used to be. I don't know what she did to this formula, but it's gorgeous and it works really, really well. So there are your beautiful swatches, my friends. And what we're gonna do now is go into some looks so you can see those, and then I'll come back at the end and give you guys my final thoughts. Okay, starting with this pretty light peach mellow. This is the lightest shade, by the way, and you can see here it comes in quite a bit darker. I was actually surprised in the pan. It looks lighter than this, so it does give you quite a bit of a little bit of a pop here. Really beautiful, but it is darker on the eye. than it is in the pan, so which is also a good reason just to swatch so you know what you're doing and what you're putting on your eyes, but overall, really nice shade. Okay, using Fervor on the outside corner. This is actually one of my favorite shades for the crease. Love it. Next, going in with Pep. Pep is the deepest brown, and it's a beautiful shade to give you that depth or to take a look from day to night. It's very dark. It definitely gives you everything you wanted. I went in light, and you can see how much pigment it actually gave you, but it's perfect for this. Next, going in with Snug, and you'll see at first I got very little on my brush, and I went back in, really got to press it in there, and then we got a little bit better pickup. And trying it with a brush, you can get a softer, more diffused look. This is a beautiful kind of a rose gold warm shade, really beautiful, but as I was putting it on, you can layer it a little bit with the brush, but it still comes out better if you use your finger, which you'll see me use my finger in just a second. Okay, I need to try it with my finger, and you immediately, boom, look at that shine. The minute you use your finger, you get a lot more punch. So depending on what kind of look you're going for, if you want that more punchy look, go with your finger, and if you want more of a diffused, soft look, use the brush. Going in with Homey on the brush on the inner corner. This one immediately you're going to see has like bigger twinkly spots, like twinkly flakes. I don't know how to explain it, but the glitters are larger in this one, where they with Snug are more smooth. I guess that's the best way to say it. Absolutely beautiful, just a totally different finish. This one, obviously, I think would have maybe been better instead of the outside corner or inside corner to do it on the like highlight or the middle of the eye. I think might have been better just because of the size of the twinkles. You know, for me, having more mature skin, I don't know that I needed that much twinkle there in the wrinkly part of my eye, but it's still an absolutely beautiful, beautiful color, and I think now I know just where I put it next time. Yeah, so the best way I can describe the shade is it's like more the glitter is looser, or the whatever shimmers or pigments, mica, whatever they've used in here is like a looser shade, and I thought this was going to be more cool toned, and it's not. It's more champagne. Now we're going into Vim, and Vim is really more of a medium brown, really nice on here. And this is definitely a warmer brown, as you can see. It almost has a little reddish looking tones underneath the eye, definitely much more warm. But I'm putting it right up close, kind of more than halfway over on my lower lash line, just really, really close to the lash line, and then I'll blend it out later. But I just wanted to try it, and very, very pretty. All right, now I'm going in with Phenomena, which is the multi-chrome or duochrome. Very flaky, as you can see. The best way to use this, I'm going to put it on the bottom, is to kind of press into the skin. So look at this. Oh, this like so impressed me on the lower lid. I've used it on the top lid too, which you'll see, and it's so pretty either way. But what a fun little pop of something on your lower lid, because when you turn your head, you're going to see that orange and that green, and it's just like a little something unexpected. It's a very smooth duochrome, but because it's a little flaky, you have to sort of press it down and then spread it. And when you do it right, it does a great job. And back into Fervor, which is that nice warm shade, and I'm just using that to blend out what we did in the bottom, and then just kind of fluff it out. And then I realized I'm probably gonna have to go over my duochrome a little bit, because I probably should have done this step first and then the duochrome, but that's okay. We figure it out. We get it right here in a minute. And back in with a little bit of Phenomena. Just bring that pretty duochrome back to the plate here. Oh, I love it. Look at that. That eye is really showing it because of the angle. It's the same on the other eye, but the way that I'm sitting, you can't see it. And here we are with the finished look with liner and lashes. Overall, I'm really happy with this first look. Very pretty. I probably used too many colors, but I was eager to use as many colors as I wanted, and it still came out pretty. So I don't really think you can mess this one up with this palette. Good morning. Good morning. Today I'm getting ready to go to see Michael, my hairstylist. We're just going to get our roots colored, like, not roots, like highlights put in. All right, so I'm going to do I've got the new Natasha Denona, I Need a Warm. This is my second or third look I'm doing with it. I think I didn't film when I did this look, and I think because you can't see it, but I'm wearing orange pants, I think I'm going to go into that duochrome today. So I'm going to start off with the lightest shade in here, right here, which is called Mellow, just for kind of an all over, brush it over the lid. I have a little bit of concealer on my lids, not much, to bring you guys in. Whoa, maybe too much. Okay, that's fine. And we're just going to, this does have color, this color Mellow. It's, you can see like, it looks lighter in the pan, and that is often what I find. Well, now that I'm showing you, it doesn't in the light, but when you look at it, it looks darker in person, or on the camera, than it is in person too. But anyway, it's quite a difference. You can see here, it does have like a nice little like peachy tone, so it's nice for a lay down or just like a transition to give yourself a little bit of the back work of your look. And then also I think it's going to be good to sort of smooth out edges of anything that you do put on your eye on the top, like any of the darker shades. Sometimes you need a lighter shade to blend it out. Now if you're very fair, you're going to want something even lighter than this. This is going to be too dark for you. If you have like porcelain white skin, then this is still going to be too dark. As you can see, it just has a lot of pigment to it. All right, so all right, I'm gonna go clean up my brows here because I see I've got some work to do, and I'll be back, we'll finish. Okay, next I'm going into this mid-tone brown. It's called Soft Spot. And we're going to lay that right in the crease here. Crease and outer corner, but I'm gonna deepen the outer corner. Okay. This is a shade I haven't used before. It's pretty. It's a nice fall shade. All these colors are going to be really nice for this season. Going into fall. And they're not necessarily orange warms. They're more like brown, warm browns. See, like right here, I'm feeling like I need a lighter shade up at the top to blend now. And even that shade might be a little deep for me. I'm gonna wait and do it at the end, but I think I'm gonna go in with something lighter, maybe from her other palette. We'll see. And I can actually go back in with, well, because I want to go in with a deeper shade now. Okay, I used this one last time, which is Pep. I'm going to go into this one here, which is Flashover. This is like a cream to powder, just so you know. It's an interesting, I have to look and see. I don't know if it's new. It almost feels like it's wet when you dig into it, but it's not. I feel like this might be a new formula. I don't know. It's pretty amazing. Whatever, or maybe she just like perfected the cream to powder. I don't know, but obviously we don't know how long this one's gonna last in here if it is a little bit more wet and creamy, but it's really easy to blend and move through. Like if I want it, look at that, just move it right through the crease. And when you dip in, it sort of leaves, where is it? Right here. You can see it sort of leaves like a, oh, it doesn't want to show you now. Like a dent in there, like a, can you see that? It's really neat. I don't know if it'll continue to darken up. I think it kind of stays this tone. Really pretty. I might put a little right there. Oh, it's a little messy, so I'll have to clean that up, but really pretty. All right, it's bothering me now. I'm gonna go into my Viseart shade right here. I might even like mix right there and there and just go right up in here and blend that out. That's what this is missing if I were to critique this. And there's a couple shades in here that I think are a little bit too similar. So I'm going to point those out at the end to you too, like what I would have switched up if I was developing it. But I think she's got different like types in here of her like special formulas and stuff. So it might be why, because she probably wanted to get them all in there and see what people think. Okay, friends, so now we're ready to put on the duochrome in the outer corner, and then I'm gonna put, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put the duochrome, which has orange and green. Let me take this off of here so you can see the flip in the duochrome. You'll see it on my eye too, but okay. So here and here, you can kind of see if I turn. Do you see the green? See, it's got that orange and green, so it's got a very much like the color of a fall leaf. Really beautiful. Now you see the green on the other side. So, all right, so let's go in. That's called Phenomena. Phenomena. It's very soft, and we're going to put that from the center over here, right over the corner of that dark, because I want it to be enough space that when I move my head, you do get to see the difference in the color. This is a beautiful shade. Nothing crazy with the duochrome, but it's a good duochrome. Like, you know, like we've seen these duochromes before. Indie brands come out all the time with shades like this. Little bit different to see something like this, so coming from Natasha, but I'm here for it. Love it. And I love that she's putting it in there, and you can really see sort of that yellow and green right there as the light hits it. Okay, I'm going to clean this same brush off. Now I'm going to go in with the color Push, which looks really sparkly, but I do think that I'm going to need to probably go with a smaller brush, and that's this one right here. And also, I probably need to use my finger for this, but we're going to try, because this shade is quite beautiful. It's like a rose, a beautiful rose gold. You can kind of see it better there. So let's see. And it's thicker, like more sparkly, like it's just got where the duochrome is sort of more, what am I looking for? It's smoother. This shade Push has little tiny flecks of like glittery sparkle. What's that? But it's in the same color family, so it's a great one to pair with Phenomena if you're looking for a fun look where you want the different textures on your eyes, which I say yes. Okay, for the bottom lid, I'm going to take Phenomena, our duochrome, and I'm going to start here in the middle, just like that. So the bottom's going to be very subtle. You're only going to see it when you turn your eye a certain way, then you'll see the flip of color of green and stuff on the bottom. All right, staying with my same brush, just clean it off of my switch. I'm going into Push, which is glittery. It's not glittery, it's just chunkier. I don't know how to explain it. I'm having a little trouble getting that shade on this little brush. Yeah, I'm gonna dig into the shade a little bit. But it reflects light really pretty. I'm gonna put something a little bit different in the inner corner, but we're laying that down first. I am gonna go in with Pep here on just like the bottom here, just for a second, just like right in there. And I'm gonna marry that up here. I wonder if I line with that, what will that look like? So this is the shade, the darkest shade in here, I think, yeah, called Pep. I'm gonna use it as a liner. Why not, right? What I'm hoping is that it doesn't transfer up on my lid. We'll find out. It might, because I do have hooded eyes. So, and then this is what I was looking for. Just do the other side. Okay, what happens when you make a mistake? Well, A, if you can't clean it up like this, which I can guarantee you, I probably won't be able to with this one. What you could do is just gently go in with your concealer and clean it up that way. All right, I don't like, that one goes up and that one goes out. Not loving that. I'm gonna take it off and do that one over. I'll be right back. Okay, finished. Last but not least, I am going into this shade, I think it's Elm. Yeah, Elm right here. And we're going to stick that right here over. Ooh, that's pretty. And we're gonna use that on the upper lid too. So we're gonna be like dripping in metals in this look. Beautiful. We're gonna go up here. So it kind of looks like that rose gold shade kind of blends then right into the upper brow, which looks great. Okay, now I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna put some liner, lashes, all that jazz. I'll be right back and show you, I'm tired, show you the finished. All right, I'm coming back to show you that I made a big error and I got my mascara up there. Sometimes what I'll do when it's in my brow like that is I'll just wipe it really hard like that up in the brow, but I have dark brows, so I can kind of do that and get away with it. You might not be able to do that if you have lighter brows. So anyway, that is fixed. I still have to do my brows, so when I do my brows it'll get fully incorporated, but I just wanted to show you, you don't have to start your look all over. If you make a mistake and you do get, you know, big glob of mascara where it's not supposed to, you didn't just ruin your whole look. All right, friends, so you can kind of see here, I am gonna see about a different, this is drying out. I'm using the Tarte Amazonian clay. I have two Tartes here and I like them both. The Better Than Sex and the Amazonian clay, but they're both just about gone. And I just made a little small order from Ulta and I didn't get mascara. So, I mean, if you guys have any like really great mascaras that you would recommend, let me know. All right, I am going to finish up my face in here and I'll be back and show you the complete finished look. And of course there'll be up close shots at the end as well. Good morning, friends. Happy day. So I have the new Natasha Denona I Need a Warm palette. I've done 2 looks with it that I filmed, and I'm going to do a third one. And then at the end, I will show you my hair. I got my hair done, I got it colored, and it's really pretty. It's light, and it will be my first time styling it. It was styled yesterday, and it was too flat, and I like my hair to be a little more full. So anyway, so we're gonna go in. I might do a cut crease today, I don't know, but we're gonna start with this shade here. This is Ripe. It is pretty dark still. This is lighter. Ripe is it's definitely more of a peachy, let's bring you guys in, more of a peachy tone. So I did a look that I didn't talk, that I'm gonna have to do a voiceover because it was like super early and I was just too tired. And I think the second look I did talk in, and then this one I'm going to talk through, but hopefully I don't take forever. But this is beautiful. It blends nice. You can see right there that really pretty sort of, it's like a peachy nude shade, which I love. I think this is a great color for blue eyes and green eyes right here, even brown eyes. I don't know, like, brown eyes, you're lucky you can wear all these beautiful colors. You can wear the greens and the purples and stuff that I can't, and blues that I can't pull off. But like, I don't know, maybe some of these lighter shimmers on brown eyes would be complimentary, but I'm not sure about the really dark colors on brown eyes, like the dark browns on a brown eye, because it might be too much, might not be your favorite. But any of these beautiful shimmers, these like goldy shimmers, stunning, stunning. All right, so now I'm going to go into Pep, and I'm going to do a really heavy line in the center because of the crease. So I'm using this brush. This is it's just called Clean Color, but it's like a flat brush, if you can see, like this, because I think it's going to get right up in there. I actually have a winged brush I like more, and I don't know where it is right now. It's probably hiding in my massive pile of brushes. My mom yells at me every time she sees all my brushes. Terry, you do not need that many. I'm like, no, I do, because I don't clean them like I need to as often as I need to. So then I need extras for when I'm being lazy and I don't want to clean. And yeah, anybody feel me on that? That's just how it is. It's not that I don't want to clean them. I don't have time. So maybe today I'll have some time to get some of them cleaned. I gotta see what kind of cleaner I have. I use my switch. All right, so yeah, so I'm just making like a really kind of pronounced dark line, because we're going to put obviously the cut crease over it. So for a little bit we're going to look like a raccoon. Absolutely fine, absolutely fine. It will all come together at the end. Sometimes you have to trust the process. Of course, this eye always does better. I should just start with this eye. Then maybe my other eye would do better, but this eye always does pretty good. I think it's just a little bit of a different shape. See, like that stayed more down where I wanted it to, and here it went more up. But, I mean, I guess I gotta kind of make a match, so I have to come up a little bit. But your eye shapes are different. Both of your eyes are gonna have a different shape, so. And I will go in up at the top with something too. And actually I'm gonna take Vim, which is the lighter brown, this brown here in the middle, and just put that over the lid, because we are going to lay down some concealer over all of it. So, and then we'll wash something much lighter up at the top up here. Okay, so let me get some, do we want really light concealer? This concealer, Tower Beauty. Let's use Tower Beauty. I like the wand on this one. So with hooded eyes, what I do is I make a big, like, put a good amount on here on the bottom and look up like that, because that's how high I need to go with the cut crease. Okay, I'm gonna do it on the other side, and then I'm gonna just refine it with my little brush. I'll show you. Okay, so it has transferred up top. I don't actually know if I have enough on my lid. I might have to add a little bit more, but all you're gonna do is you're gonna keep that line that you have going, and we're gonna refine it just a little bit. Okay, because it's light, I am going to put more on. I just want to be able to really see that and make sure that I'm happy with where I'm putting everything. So again, I'm going to look up, because I didn't put it down here. So now you can see it's down here too. Okay, now you see we have that nice crisp line in the back of that brown, which is exactly what we want. Now I'm going to do this side, and I'm going to do this side off camera. I'm going to put a little bit more on here, and I'll be right back. Okay, I want to show you what I'm doing. I'm taking this little tiny brush, and I'm just going right along with that same dark shade that we used, which is called Pep, right along the edges to make it a little bit more pronounced. And then I'm gonna blow it out with the brush, the same brush that we were using in the crease. It doesn't have to be perfect because you're gonna fix it anyway. But wanted to show you guys. That one I already did. Okay, so there we go. So now, oh, sorry, losing my mirror. Now we are ready to add our pretty shades in, our lighter shades. So, and I might wet them. That's what I'm thinking. Hold on, let me find my brush. I'm gonna do Homey and Elm. So this is Homey here, and this is Elm's gonna be a spotlight. I might do Fancy as a spotlight, but we're gonna go in first with Homey. Right here. I'm gonna try it dry first. Oh, that's pretty. That's really pretty. And then you're just gonna come right up to the edge where that, and fill it in. It's like coloring in a book. I don't do these looks very often, these cut creases, but when I do, it definitely makes your eyes look bigger. So if you're struggling with really small eyes, you may really like this technique in doing this, doing a cut crease. You may want to try it. It takes a little practice. Like, I never get mine as clean as some people do, but it's still always pretty. So let's just do the bulk of this part first. There's no thinking down here, but this is a beautiful shade. Again, this shade is called Homey. Really pretty, like a perfect champagne shade. Now, I wonder if I wet it just a little bit, if I have anything up here to wet it with, yeah. If it does anything, if it makes it more smooth or foiled, it may make it easier with a shimmer shade. If you do use it wet, it makes it a little easier to kind of glide over that crease. All right, then I was thinking of going in with, I'm gonna just swatch these both. Okay, so this one is Fancy, and this golder one is Elm. I think I'm gonna go in with Fancy, which is right here up top, and just put a little bit more light right in the center. Doesn't do a lot, but I definitely could see it, and I can see it more in person than I think you can on here. But okay, that's it. We're gonna do the bottom, and then I'm gonna go in with Soft Spot on the bottom, which is medium brown, and then I'm gonna line it with our dark shade as well. And we're gonna line it, I think, with the dark shadow. So this is actually pretty dark. It says Soft Spot. I grabbed a lot of it, and I'll probably put a little bit of light down there too, and then of course in the inner corner. But let's go ahead and line our top part. So I'm going to take this little brush here. This, I don't know what this is, but it's got a really skinny little top. Some of my brushes are old. We're going to go into Pep, and I just basically, what I did is I just took the tip of my thing and kind of just tapped it in there. And then we're going to just come here, and we're going to just put a little bit of liner right on the eye line here. Sometimes it helps if I hold my eye out, because skin on my eye is not tight like it used to be. I know we're not supposed to do this, but sometimes a girl's gotta do what she's gotta do, right? There. Okay. For the inner corner, let's go in. Let's go in with Elm. That was more that goldy shade. We'll put that there. Nice little pop. Really pretty. And we'll go ahead and put Elm is light enough, I think, to stick up here as well. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna take Snug, this color here, and just put a little bit of Snug over that dark line because it's just so dark. It was a little darker than I wanted. So just adding a little shimmer to the bottom. Kind of rubbing it out. Okay. I will be right back with liner and lashes. Okay, just about done, but I do want to go into this light shade here and just do a little bit of blending up here. It's a little dark. Just lighten it up just a little. Okay, I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna change my lip too. I'm gonna be back and I'm gonna have my hair and the whole thing done and I'll show you the final look. I just literally poked my eye with my finger and I'm bleeding, so I'm gonna close this eye because it's so bad, but it's actually stinging me. But here is the final look. Really pretty minus my eyeball. I don't know if I can get that out to take photos. Oh, that looks so bad. I'm gonna go put drops in my eye real quick and then see if it dissipates in a little bit and then take photos. You can see it's watering because it's bothering me, but overall, regardless of that, I know that looks awful. The eye look is beautiful. I haven't really had an eye look with this that I didn't like. I'm really happy with it. So just on my lips, so you know, I have the, what is it? Nina, which is my favorite, one of my favorites from Natasha Denona, and Fenty Beauty, I think it's Cocoa, hold on. Hot Chocolate Fantasy is what's on my lips. All right, so I'm gonna go put drops on my eyes and I'll take some photos and it'll be at the end. Okay. If you knew, like, oh God, if you could see behind the scenes, you guys would be laughing at me. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed the looks. The final look, or one of the looks that I did, I got something in my eye and Gizzy, see, she doesn't even know she's doing that. That's gonna fall. Come here, baby. Lord. Okay, so I got something in my eye. I think it might have been a poppy seed because I had a small little poppy seed bagel that Robert made and I ate it, and then I might have even had black poppy seeds in my teeth when I was filming it and I didn't see it. What a mess I've been on this video, but this is real life. I'm a real human. Anyway, I went to get it out of my eye, and when I did, my nail was like, must have like been scratchy because they're filed down now, but I scratched my eye and it bled and it's still bleeding. It's still like, it's 4 days later and it is still not healed. It looks terrible. It hurt like a bitch. And so anyway, I tried my best to take photos at the end so you could see this eye and not this eye, but I know in one of the photos you can see it a little, and I'm sorry. And I didn't want to hold up the video any longer, so I went ahead. I'm like, even with my eye right now, it's better. It's not great. So what do I think about this palette? Let's talk about I think it's $69. Now, you get 15 different shades and you're getting so many different formulas. I don't even know how many different formulas are in here. I will put that up on the screen for you. And you get a duochrome. You get this like wet to dry cream powder. You have her creamy matte formula. And then you've got she's done some different stuff with these shimmers that are just gorgeous. What I will say though is today, and I'm going to show this to you, I purposely, so I kind of I've been wearing all of this makeup today since 6 in the morning, and it's almost 6 in the evening. 12 hours. Everything's still on my face. I have touched up my lipstick. My foundation didn't cut it today, and luckily I had a little bit of concealer in my car because I wear a headset, and it took everything off here. And admittedly, I don't remember if maybe I did use powder. I did use powder. I don't know. It just didn't hold up. So I've touched up my foundation and my lipstick, and that was it. And I left my eyes because I wanted you to see one of the shades that I had put on, which was Fancy here. And I suspect it's going to be like this with all of them. I would recommend for these, if you're looking for longevity. Now, my eyes still look pretty, but the shimmer is sort of, the shimmer is kind of, it's there, but barely. Let me take my cute little raccoon mug. Look how cute this is. I'm ready to relax now because it's just been a crazy day. So let me come in close and show you this to you. So there is shimmer on my lid, but oh, and there's my bad eye. Let me keep that closed for you. Oh, then I can't see. I want to show you this eye, but you can't really see it, okay? That didn't stay. That didn't stay. So I'm just gonna put it back on. You need to use a glitter glue or something to get it on, because I just want to show you how beautiful when you actually have it on it is. So it didn't, it kind of, that part fell apart. So this is the shade Fancy, and I did not use a primer on my eye. So if for the glitters, I 100% would recommend using a glitter primer. NYX has a cheap one. If you want it on longevity, like long term. Now I'm sitting under white fluorescent lighting all day, and it's hot, and I'm getting sweaty, and so mine doesn't stay. It's not gonna last 12 hours. Unfortunately, I didn't do a check, halfway through the day to see okay, well at noon, is that beautiful shade still there? I don't know. So it probably lasts a good normal time, but I'm putting my makeup under extreme pressure with the lights and the heat and stuff at work. So for me, this is a great palette, but for the shimmers, I definitely know that now that I need to use, Vodka, stop that. That's my feral kitty. We've got 5 cats, by the way. Oh my God, I just talked for 10 minutes. There's something in the air. The camera wasn't on. So anyway, I don't know if you saw Gizzy licking Vodka's butt. So Gizzy was giving herself a bath behind me, which is fine. Cats do that. But then Vodka, our feral kitty, came up and she started licking Vodka's butt and cleaning Vodka's butt. Anyway, okay, so what are my thoughts and my final thoughts on this palette? I love it. Now, you do need, that's why I wanted to show you with the shimmer. If you're gonna wear it all day long, this is 12 hours in, this makeup's been on. Use a glitter primer for your shimmers. I am under very hot lights and fluorescent lighting. I have a headset all day on. It's a long day. And so the shadows still look fine. It was still there. It didn't disappear. A lot of it just sort of fell away. More than likely, I probably rubbed my eyes as well. But with Natasha Denona, you get quality. You know that you're going to get beautiful color stories. She just isn't afraid to go there. She's got mauves and pinks. She's got a beautiful pastel. She puts duochromes in. She's not afraid to take chances. I love her brand. She is my #1 brand. It used to be Pat McGrath was my #2 brand, but I have not seen anything new or exciting for a while coming from Pat McGrath. So I do have a #2 brand coming in, and at the end of the year, I'll be telling you about my favorite palettes that I purchased. I don't know if you'd like to see something where I'm showing you my palettes today of all the ones from January till today, September, or you'd really just rather see it at the end of the year, or January I could do it. I don't know. Let me know if you want to see that now, and then I can see if anything changes with palettes that are coming. I also want to know if you'd like to see, I ordered the ambient lighting edit from Hourglass, the new ones for the year. I ordered one because they're $90 a piece, but they're beautiful powders. And I also ordered, I think it's Too Faced. It was it's in a tin this year again. I believe it's some apple palette. That should be here tomorrow. And I will be doing a review on that as well. But I'm just curious, would you like to see the eyeshadow palette or the face palette first, if I had them both at the same time, which I don't believe I will. But just curious which one you're more interested in seeing, the Hourglass one or the Too Faced palette. They are both holiday releases. And like with this, you're going to get a very monochromatic look. You can go light, medium, or dark with your browns. You can go a little bit lighter or medium with the peach tones. And then you've got a whole variety of beautiful, like shimmery goodness that you could put on your eye, and you change your shimmer. If you are a warm girl, if you like the warm tones, which is such a great time of year, like this one right here, the duochrome, is so beautiful right now because it's like a fall. It's a beautiful fall shade, and like you turn your head and it's orange, and then it's green. You know, it's just so beautiful. So if you are more warm tone, you're gonna love this one. If you like more cool tones, you're really gonna like the I Need a Nude versus the I Need a Warm. I have both, and I have a neutral skin tone, so I can wear both. But if a lot of people are one or the other, and if you're not sure if you're cool or warm tone, it has to do. You look at the veins on your hand and whether your veins are like a blue, purple, or green. Mine are blue, purple, and green that I can see, and so that's why I am more of a neutral skin tone, and I can wear either or. But I do like, I think still, even though I can wear both, I prefer the warmer shades on my skin tone. That's just probably personal choice. Anyway, what a day. It's been insane, and I hope to God your day has been better than mine. There is some kind of weird stuff in the air. My computer was acting up at work. I had one of my clients, I couldn't find him, and then when I found him, there was another person with the same name, and they thought it was my guy, and they messed him up, and they moved him to a different company, and so my researcher's in there trying to fix it, because that's a client that I work with, and I had just worked with them last month, and I called today, and everything in the system was screwed up. I was trying to schedule interviews today. Nothing was going right today. So there's something going on. I don't know what it is. There's technology issues. There's just some kind of energy in the air. And yeah, it's time for me to have maybe not tea. Maybe I need a glass of wine. I don't know. Anyway, friends, I'm gonna head out. I hope you enjoyed the looks, and if you are interested in getting this palette, I am going to have my codes down below. It's Southernyankee. I will have that in the description box. I'll try to pin a comment. If I forget to pin the comment, ask me and I will pin it. Some of my subscribers don't know how to get to the description box, and they've like, well, I don't see the link, and it's in the description box. They don't know how to get there. So I do try to pin the comments, but if I forget and you are looking for it, please just comment and I will respond and I will link it for you. And then what else? Because that saves you 15%. It's a $69 palette. So save your pennies where you can. Even if you don't use my code, you have a favorite creator, use theirs, that's fine. But I do get credit for it. I can get credit or paid, and I choose to get credit because that way I can continue to buy things and bring them to you. So I'm not cashing out. I'm just, getting a little bit of money off myself. So when you use it, and I do appreciate it so very much. So have a wonderful day, my friends, and the final looks will be at the end, and I'm so sorry if you had to see my yucky eye at a couple of points in this video, but don't eat a poppy seed bagel and do your makeup. That is the lesson of the day. And Gizzy, don't lick your best friend's butt. That's also a lesson for my cat. Don't lick your best friend's butt either. That's disgusting. All right, friends, have a wonderful day. I'll see you all in the next one.